In the build-up, McCALL threatened to do what Joe Lewis did to Max Schmeling and beat Bruno in round 1. He says that he won't be the first to take a back step. Bruno catches him with a left hook on the way in there, though, McCALL. Left hand again. But this guy really is Mr. Durable, McCALL. He's sparred 300 rounds with Tyson and says he's never been down. Had a start from Bruno, but that's often been the case. Has been the case in his previous world title attempts, except the one against Tyson. Again, the left hook this time. Bruno says, I hit harder than Tyson now.
He's coming off that jab. It looks a good punch. The left hook, he's landed a couple of times, looked good. Big right hand.
That's encouraging for Bruno. That rocked McCALL back. He's felt the weight of Bruno's punching already, I fancy here, McCALL. Second round, and Bruno looks for that same punch right at the start of the round again. McCALL getting the gloves up. Bruno has a confident look about him, but of course, and a very good left hook from Bruno too. Through again, McCALL smiles at somebody at ringside.
But so often, more often than not, he's coming in with his head down and he's not really looking at Bruno.
And the right uppercut's a great shot too from Bruno. And McCALL is quite happy to just gain a bit of respite again. Furthest he's been is the 11 with Tim Witherspoon.
He's just walking forward. He's not really coming behind. Good jab. They're trying to put combinations together. He's just trying to walk forward as if he's just looking to try and plant his feet and land one big punch.
Oh, that's a tremendous right uppercut by Bruno.
It's one of the good things for Bruno so far is he's managing, when McCALL comes in, Bruno's managing to tie him up, which in a lot of fights he hasn't done.
To use the jab, Frank elects to use the right uppercut instead, for some effect as well. Bruno is just beginning to breathe a little more heavier now.
Yes, he's starting to tire just a little bit there. McCALL, he's not doing anything to try and build up the points. So you think he's going to try and rely on a big punch.
Looking head punch. McCALL takes a look at the judge sitting right by me at ringside.
McCall's just coming in close, looking for a big punch, and he's not managing to connect. So again, this is all good for Bruno.
No doubt at all he won that round. Now McCALL having to take the body shot. Bruno was saying when they sparred together, McCALL didn't seem to like.
I think it's got to be positive that we're seeing Bruno really thinking there. He's a lot looser because obviously he's doing a lot of different things, so he's got a good rhythm.
Now he's back. Southpaw again as the round ends.
Using a little bit of experience there, Bruno, by holding McCALL, getting a few little extra seconds rest.
Bruno deserves a world title for everything he's done for British boxing. But if it was a popularity contest, he'd have won it years ago. Right hand was a good shot again from Bruno.
Get anything off, and it's the jab for me that is doing this for Bruno. He's controlling the fight behind the jab. And then when McCALL gets close in, this sort of work comes from Bruno. And then when McCALL gets close in, this sort of work comes from Bruno. You can see Nigel Benn there shouting, use the jab, use the jab. He sees it. That's the key weapon. That's keeping McCALL off balance. He's not allowing himself to set his feet to land the big punches. And this is good, loose work from Bruno.
And he said before the fight, I'm bigger, I'm fitter, I'm more focused, and a punch harder.
A beautiful uppercut there, just right through the middle of McCall's guard.
That's a good left uppercut inside by McCALL. Bruno took the punch well. wants to buy a bit of time. He might have felt the weight of that one. Don't get careless, shouts Nigel Benn from ringside. McCall caught on the way in by a crunching right hand.
Bruno has always been let down in the past. The survival instincts haven't been there.
Left uppercut was a dangerous punch too from McCall. This is the moment. This is the phase I thought might be coming, where McCall just abandoned caution and let the punches fly and would hope that he could get Bruno going. Bruno must come through this.
Yes, he hasn't got to stand with McCall. He can't be drawn into a war, because that's when McCall can be dangerous.
But the key point for Bruno tonight, that when McCall has come forward, he's been clever enough, and he wouldn't have been earlier in his career, to tie him up and buy himself some time. McCall closes in for what surely is his last throw of the dice. Bruno is picking him off with the jab. Is this Frank's moment of destiny? He switches southpaw again. We are inside the last 10 seconds of the contest. He's caught with a left hand, Bruno. He holds on. The bell's going to go any second. Bruno must be a mile ahead on points, and he must have been the world heavyweight champion with that final bell. He surely has won it. Nigel Benn comes into the ring and lifts him high. Frank Warren punches the air.